Okay, so get this. Today we're going deep on spatial intelligence
Really interesting stuff.
with World Labs.
Yeah, World Labs.
This company is like on a mission to build the future.
And it's a big future, right? Like we're talking about changing how we interact with, well, everything.
Exactly. And to help us break it all down, we've got this talk between Fei Fei and Justin Johnson.
The minds behind World Labs.
And Fei Fei, she's like a rock star in the AI world.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, her work on ImageNet basically flipped the script on computer vision.
ImageNet was huge. Yeah.
Right.
Like imagine trying to teach a computer to see using, I don't know, a handful of pictures. That's what it was like before ImageNet.
That's no good.
Not even close. It was like trying to learn a language from like 5 sentences.
So ImageNet swoops in and what? It's like handing the AI world this massive photo album.
Way bigger. Think millions of images. All labeled, organized.
Talk about a learning spree for AI.
It was a gold mine. And that changed everything. Suddenly you have these deep learning models that are actually good.
Like scarily good.
For the first time, we're seeing human-level performance on image recognition. That's a big deal.
Huge. But let's back up for a sec. To get to spatial intelligence, where machines understand the world in 3D, I mean, that feels like the next logical step, right?
Totally. It builds on all those early breakthroughs in computer vision. And, you know, Justin Johnson's own path into AI, it kind of reflects that too.
Oh, how so?
Well, he ended up at Fei Fei Li's lab at Stanford, right? Because of her work on visual intelligence. This whole idea that we can teach computers to actually see.
I can only imagine what those early days in the lab were like. Probably electric.
Oh, totally. Justin Johnson said it was like unwrapping Christmas presents every day. That's how fast things were moving.
Makes sense. Every day, some new discovery, some new breakthrough.
Exactly. The whole field was exploding.
And a big part of that was the crazy increase in computational power, right? I mean, the models we're training now are in a whole other league.
Oh, night and day. Justin actually compared it to training AlexNet. Remember that model from 2012?
Vaguely.
It was a big deal back then. Anyway, training that thing took 6 days of nonstop computing. Today, 5 minutes, maybe less, and that's on a single GPU?
Get out of here.
No, seriously.
So we've come a long way. But then why even bother with spatial intelligence? If computers are so good at seeing in 2D, can't we just, like, call it good?
See, that's the thing about 2D. It's like you're missing a dimension, literally.
Right, like a photograph. You see it, but you can't, experience it.
Exactly. You can't walk around it, can't interact with it. Spatial intelligence, that's about understanding the world in 3D, the way we do.
And that opens up a whole new world of, well, everything.
Think about robots. Right now, they're mostly stuck with these basic maps like bump into something, avoid it, move on.
Not exactly thinking for themselves.
Nope. With spatial intelligence, they could actually understand their surroundings.
So instead of just dodging obstacles, they're like strategizing their next move.
Exactly. Knowing where everything is, how it all fits together. It's the difference between like seeing a cup on a table and actually being able to grab it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But this goes way beyond robots, right? Fei Fei even called spatial intelligence like the operating system for interacting with, well, reality.
It's about bridging that gap between the real and the digital. Like, imagine walking down the street and instead of checking your phone for directions, they just pop up right there in your field of view.
Through some AR glasses or something.
Exactly. Or picture this, you look at a building, boom, you've got all the information you need right there.
No more staring at screens, just pure, seamless interaction.
And it's not just visuals. Think audio cues, haptic feedback. It's a whole new sensory experience.
Talk about immersive. But you know what really blew my mind? This whole world generation thing Justin Johnson talked about.
Oh, yeah, that's next level stuff.
It's not just building 3D models. It's like creating entire worlds.
With their own physics, their own logic. It's wild.
And we could do it just as easily as, I don't know, using those text-to-image generators.
The potential is huge. Gaming, simulations, you name it. Imagine designing a building and then boom, you're walking through it virtually.
That's insane.
And think about the training applications, surgery, disaster response. The possibilities are endless.
It's like making the impossible possible.
Huh?
But World Labs, they're not just building these applications, right? They're going deeper.
And a keeper.
We're building the foundation for all of it.
That's what they mean by deep tech. They're tackling the fundamental challenges.
Which has to be incredibly difficult.
Oh.
What do they say about the challenges of building something this complex? It's like they're building the roads for a whole new world, one we can barely even imagine.
It's huge, and it takes a special kind of team, you know?
Oh, for sure, not your average coders.
Not even close. Fei Fei, she was adamant about that. You had a multidisciplinary.
So we're talking like the best of the best from all different fields.
Absolutely. 3D modeling, computer graphics, the works. This isn't just about code. It's about understanding how the world works at a fundamental level.
Right, because you're essentially teaching machines to do the same.
Exactly. And you need that shared vision, that drive to push the limits.
So it's more than just skills. It's got to be a passion project.
Totally. They're not just building a company. They're building the future. And that's not easy, you know? There's going to be setbacks, wrong turns.
So how do they even measure success? I mean, when you're dealing with something this groundbreaking, where's the finish line?
That's where their North Star comes in.
They're what now?
Their guiding principle, impact. Fei Fei talked about that.
So not just research papers, they're aiming for real-world change.
Exactly. Justin Johnson, he put it really well. He said spatial intelligence, it's about understanding the universe itself.
Whoa, that's deep.
Think about it. The universe, it's this massive, constantly evolving four-dimensional structure.
Okay, I'm following.
And spatial intelligence, that's the key to unlocking its secrets, teaching machines to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be.
It's almost like we're giving machines a new way of thinking.
Exactly. And who knows what they'll come up with?
It's exciting and kind of terrifying all at the same time.
That's the beauty of it. This is uncharted territory, and that's what makes World Labs so fascinating.
Well, there you have it, folks. From the birth of computer vision to the edge of the spatial intelligence revolution.
And we're just getting started.
For everyone listening, if you're as captivated by this as we are, do yourselves a favor and dive in.
There's a ton of amazing work being done.
World Labs, Fei Fei, Justin Johnson, they're paving the way.
The future is spatial, and it's closer than you think.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.